Hey guys, welcome to Life Chapters family. Today we discuss the first chapter of Ikigai, and the chapter is The Art of Staying Young While Growing Old. First, we understand what is Ikigai. Ikigai is a Japanese word and it is the combination of two words. The meaning of first word is life and the meaning of second word to be worthwhile. In a simple language, a profitable life. According to the Japanese, everyone has an ikigai. Some people have found their ikigai, while others are still looking, though they carry it within them. Our ikigai is the hidden deep inside each of us, and finding it requires a patient research. According to those born in the Okinawa, the island with the most centurions in the world, our ikigai is the reason we get up in the morning. Okinawa has the highest number of people in the world who are more than 100 years of age. And it doesn't mean that they have a lot of money or they are reputed bankers or a consultants or a salespeople. Most of the people are just doing ordinary things in their lives, however, they are happy with their lives. Author gives a Venn diagram by which we can understand what is Ikigai. Intersection of what you love and what the world needs is your mission. Intersection of what you can be paid for and what the world needs is your vocation. Intersection of what you are good at and you can be paid for is your profession. Intersection of what you love and what you are good at is your passion. Whatever you do, don't retire. Having a clearly defined ikigai brings satisfaction, happiness, and meaning to our lives. The purpose of this book is to help you find yours and to share insights from the Japanese philosophy on the lasting health of body, mind, and spirit. One surprising thing you notice living in Japan is how active people remains after they retire. In fact, many Japanese people never really retire. They keep doing what they love for as long. In fact, there is no word in Japanese that means retire in the sense of leaving the workforce for good. Recent medical studies of centenarians from the Okinawa and the other so called blue zones, the geographical regions where people live longest, provide a number of interesting facts about these extraordinary human beings. First, not only do they live much longer than the rest of the world's population, they also suffer from fewer chronic illnesses such as cancer, heart disease, inflammatory disorders. Second, many of these centenarians enjoy enviable levels of vitality and health that would be unthinkable for people of advanced age elsewhere. Third, their blood cell test reveals fewer free radicals, which are responsible for cellular aging as a result of drinking tea and eating until their stomachs are only 80% full. Fourth, women experience more moderate symptoms during menopause, and both men and women maintain higher levels of sexual hormones until much later in life. Fourth, the rate of dementia is well below the global average. The five blue zones. Okinawa holds first place among the world's blue zone. In Okinawa, women in particular live longer than have fewer diseases than anywhere else in the world. The five reasons identified and analyzed by the Dan Brutner in his book The Blue Zones are: first, Okinawa, Japan, especially the northern part of this island. The locals eat a diet rich in vegetable and tofu, typically served on small plates. In addition to their philosophy of Ikigai, the Moe group plays an important role in their longevity. On second place, Sardinia, Italy. Locals on this island consume plenty of vegetables and one or two glasses of wine per day. As in Okinawa, the cohesive nature of this community is another factor directly related to longevity. On third place, Loma Linda, California. Researchers studied a group of Seventh day Adventists who are among the longest living people in the United States. On fourth place, the Nicoya Peninsula, Costa Rica. Locals remain remarkably active after 90. Many of the region's older residents have no problem getting up at 5:30 in the morning to work in the fields. On fifth place, Ikaria, Greek. One of the every three inhabitants of this island near the coast of Turkey is over 90 years old, compared to less than 1% of the population of the United States. a fact that has earned it the nickname the Island of Long Life. The local secret seems to be a lifestyle that dates back to 500 BC. One of the most common saying in Japan is hara hachibu, which is repeated before or after eating and means something like fill your belly to 80%. Ancient wisdoms advises against eating until we are full. This is why Okinawa stop eating when they feel their stomachs reach 80% of their capacity, rather than overeating and wearing down their bodies with long digestive processes that accelerate cellular oxidation. Of course, there is no way to know objectively if your stomach is at 80% capacity. The lesson is to learn from this saying is that we should stop eating when we are starting to feel full. The extra side dish, the snack we eat when we know in our hearts we don't really need it. The apple pie after the lunch, all these will give us pleasure in the short term, but not having them will make us happier in the long term. The way food is served is also important. By presenting their meals on many small plates, the Japanese tend to eat less. A typically meal in a restaurant in Japan is served in 5 plates on a tray, 4 of them very small and the main dish slightly bigger. Having 5 plates in front of you makes it seems like you are going to eat a lot. But what happens most of the time is that you end up feeling slightly hungry. This is one of the reasons why Westerns in Japan typically lose weight and stay trim. The Okavian diet is rich in tofu, sweet potatoes, fish 3 times in a week, and vegetables. In this chapter dedicated to nutrition, we will see which healthy antioxidant rich foods are included in the 80%. Moe customary in Okinawa to form close bonds within local communities. A moe is an informal group of people with common interest who look out for one another for many servings. The community becomes part of an ikigai. The moi has its origin in hard times when farmers would get together to share their practice and help one another to cope with the meager harvest. Member of the MOI makes a set of monthly contribution to the group. This payment allows them to participate in the meetings, dinner, games of Go and Shobi, that is Japanese chess, or whatever hobby they have in common. The funds collected by the group are used for activities, but if there is money left over, one member decided on the rotating basis receives a set of amount from the surplus. In this way, being part of MOI helps maintain emotional and financial stability. If a member of MOI is in financial trouble, he or she can get an advance from the group saving, which the details of each MOE's accounting practices vary according to the group and its economical means. By feeling of belonging and support gives the individual a sense of security and helps increase life expectancy. So guys, with this we end up this chapter and for the next chapter connected with us. Like, share, subscribe my channel with this life chapters.